Hey guys, Jamie here, New England Haunter. Welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to try and repair my at-home Reaper statues. Now, I purchased these just a number of weeks ago. I got them both on clearance because they're both smashed in the back of their heads. I got both for $150. It's not $150 each. I got the pair for $150 total. Now, if you guys are familiar with these statues, you know they're over $200 just for one. So I had to jump on this. I'm pretty sure I could fix these. They're both made of plaster. I've never worked with plaster before. I have found videos online of people repairing plaster statues. They're not really tutorials, but I think I know what I have to do here. So we're going to do this one together. So stick around. Calling this one At Home Halloween Reaper Statue Repair. Let's do this.
Step right up, come on in, join the show, it's about to begin.
So here they are, guys. I did post a reel on these when I first purchased these, and some people did comment in that I should leave the damage as is, that it adds to the creepiness factor. I do agree with that, but I don't want to get rain down inside these. I know they will deteriorate pretty quickly. It's my understanding that the first thing we're going to want to do here is remove as much of the broken areas we can to get down to the raw plaster. And that should give the new plaster something to grip onto, giving it a really good bond. I decided to go with DAP Plaster of Paris. You can find this in any hardware store. I did order this online. If you'd like, I will link this in the description. The ratio here is 2 parts plaster to 1 part water. And if done correctly, you should have a pancake batter-like consistency. For this first go-around, we're not looking to make it nice and neat. We just want to cover all of that broken area, and if anything, we want to overshoot it because we are going to go back and apply some sanding. So as you can see, I was able to get that entire broken area covered up. So we are going to add some more to this. Again, I'm going to be doing some sanding here later on, so I just want to make sure that I have more than enough plaster applied. And while that cures, we're going to go on to the second statue. This is the first time that I've had it in this position where I can really take a look at it, and I hadn't realized how bad the damage really is on this one. So as you can see, I decided just to remove that entire broken piece. Being that I hadn't planned on having to fix a gaping hole, I had to make a run to the hardware store.
Alright guys, I just got back from Home Depot. I didn't plan on doing this. I didn't think the hole was going to be that bad. So I ended up having to get some fiber tape. I guess it's used to patch plaster. So let's see if we can get this to work. Well guys, this plaster supposedly sets up in 30 minutes. I wasn't even thinking when I went out to grab this flex tape. Yeah, it does set up in 30 minutes. So we're going to have to mix a new batch here.
I apologize for the poor video quality, but I ran out of daylight. The plan is to take this patch and just cover this up and build the plaster over the top of that. This nylon mesh does have an adhesive backing to it, so the plan is just to cut it to size and hopefully it'll hold in place for the plaster. And guys, this worked out awesome. I have to say I was really surprised how well this is holding the plaster. And if you've ever worked with this DAP plaster before, you'll see it does set up pretty quickly. I'm actually using water there and working it in with my fingers. It's almost like working with clay at this point. What do you guys think? I think it was looking pretty awesome at that point. Obviously, we're going to have to add more on this one, being that there's more damage. But yeah, looks great. And at this point, it's just rinse and repeat. I am adding more to both. And again, I'm overshooting because we're going to be losing a lot of plaster once we start the sanding process. And here's a close-up of what it looks like. Yeah, there's some imperfections. I'm not worried about that right now. Most of that will go away once we start sanding. Much better in the daylight. This is actually 2 days later. The next day I had planned on doing this. It rained early morning right through nighttime. I'm starting with a low grit sandpaper. I believe that was a 60 grit. Just wanted to remove as much of those imperfections as we can. And then I went back with a higher grit sandpaper just to smooth it out. And here it is, guys. I know there's imperfections, but once we do the final painting and weathering, you're never going to notice that. And on to the second statue. This is the one that had more damage. And it's the same process, guys. Just, I start with a lower grit sandpaper, and then I work my way up to a finer grit. And here's a shot of both of them after final sanding. I'm very happy. Compared to what these looked like before, they look great now. And here I am prepping to paint. I just have a damp paper towel. I'm trying to get as much of that plaster dust off as I can. And one last look before painting. I could make those look absolutely perfect if I wanted to, but again, once we paint this and weather it, you're never going to notice that. I did a good 3 layers of this paint primer that I found in my shop. It says it works on masonry, so I thought it would be a good base coat to start with. After that dried, I went on to this gray spray paint that I also had here in my shop. And I know this color looks lighter compared to the rest of the statue, but we're going to be using acrylics and weathering to blend everything together. I'm mixing medium gray and black paints to try and match that color the best I can. I was pretty psyched at this point. As you could see, it was starting to blend together quite nicely. And I apologize, guys, off camera, I didn't realize my battery had died. I went back with watered down acrylics in a spray bottle, mainly just black, and sprayed the top of the statue. I kind of let it drip down. Took a cloth, kind of patted it off to add some weathering to it. And check it out, guys, it looks amazing. I mean, it literally looks like I just bought these off the shelf brand new. What do you think, guys? Comment below. I'd love to get your thoughts on this. I think they turned out great. If you happen to have one of these statues with a broken divot in the head, this is definitely the fix for it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.